Hello again and welcome to the program Lifestyle Africa on CRBC Radio. The program is courtesy of Yukpo Diagnostic and Medical Center, Merisleson Avenue, Calabar. This week edition of the program, we shall be looking at biopaintings and scars. Biopaintings and scars, are they really harmful? Of course, that's what's trending. That's the rave of the moment. What you may call tattoos. Well, we'll get to find out about all of this, if they're actually harmful or not. I have with me our regular on the show, Mr. Sunday Clement, who is a lifestyle expert. Welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
My name is Erim Ega. Join us again. Now, sir, let's go straight to the point. What is biopaintings and scars?
Okay, biopaintings, it's a word that we use for people who do tattooings. You know, people make paintings on their body. They have an image and give it to someone who makes paintings. This time around, some special kind of stylist, and they make the images, or they have a writing on their skin. This is kind of a technique done by some kind of equipment which has a way of inserting some droplets of paintings while incisions are made, minor incisions are made on the most exterior part of the skin. So therefore leaving the paintings or leaving a kind of heart or drawing on the person's body or skin.
Okay, from explanation, it means that you have an idea on how they are done, even though you're not wearing any of those paintings on your body. But I'm going to ask two questions. The one leg of it is, how are they done? And the second leg of my question is going to be, what is their benefit?
Okay, how it's done is just by, there are various types of machines. It's usually handheld machine, mainly handheld. So, and it has a way you insert the paints. You know, depends on the kind of color you want. They are blue, yellow, red.
So let's talk about these paints again.
Yes.
What makes of it? Is it the kind of paint we paint on the?
No, it's kind of a liquid. It's different. It's chemical. It's chemically made substance, and it's different from what we use.
Okay, chemically produced.
Yes.
For the body.
Yes, but it's considered to be alternatively safe for the body. Some people say it is water based. Some people say it is fat based, because there are two types. There is the temporal one and there is a permanent one. The temporal ones are actually water-based. After a while, it fades off. But the fat soluble ones, they are kind of permanent.
Almost eternal.
Yes. So it's going to be there for life. So these paintings are of different colors, and they have a way they are connected to the machine. And the machine has some kind of needle which makes incisions and inserts the paint, so it's usually seen on the most superficial part of the skin.
So I don't know, but some, like you said, could last for a longer time. Some, but it has to do with the skin, and I know that the skin was the one we years old, but I don't know. Explain more. How does it work?
Okay, to make the writings on the body or to make the drawings on the body, looking at the structure of the skin itself, it has mainly two layers. We have the epidermis, we have the dermis. The area which the tattoo stays actually is the epidermis. Which is the most the outermost layer, so that people can see them, and people can decide to make them where other people can see, and some people decide to make them where it is covered by their clothes. And the second question of why do people do it? Today's world, some people feel they want to be socially acceptable. You know, it's a kind of sign to show your class of status, or some people do it because they belong to some kind of club. Maybe they belong to some kind of cult group, and they need to wear the tattoos to belong. For identity's sake and all that. So
okay,
we got opinions from some members of the public on tattoos. Listen to them.
People put tattoos for different reasons. Some for beauty, some just ordinarily like what is in vogue. From my own understanding, tattoo is not a bad something. Understand? Like from in the States of America, that's what we call XY tattoo. If you have an XY tattoo in your hand, that means that you belong to this Jadon music entertainment. So whatever they see that man, understand, understand? If you're a member, immediately see that mark, you know that this is my member. During the olden days, we call it tribal marks. But 2 days now, it's no longer tribal marks, we call it tattoo. And actually, I don't have tattoo, but I strongly believe that immediately when I leave this country, I'm going to have mine.
I don't like tattoo because it's a kind of thing that makes you look weird among people. That you look like somewhere that you can easily be afraid of, you know. You are having a weird feelings about the person. So tattoo is a very bad thing for me.
It's not like a big boy symbol. So whenever you see tattoo, you just say, this guy is a nigga. And I say, where is it from? Maybe it's from Nigeria. Because I can even use my country logo to design my hand. So whenever you see that, this guy is from Nigeria.
I don't like tattoo. It's awful joy just to feel that they are big boys or big girls, or maybe they are in a kind of social gathering that involves them looking strong and looking bold, so they just use that to intimidate others. And that kind of group is not a good group. It's a bad one, very bad.
People do tattoo for fashion. That's how they do tattoo, for them to look cool and great. I'm talking about look awesome. Because it depends on the kind of tattoo you're drawing. You get, some people draw, like the ladies, they do draw roses, butterfly. Everybody has their own style and fashion. You get, I don't have, but I'm thinking of getting one.
Personally, I don't like tattoo because tattoo will bring me back in my career. Like for me, I want to join force. And if I go to camp and they check me and say anything tattoo, they'll just dismiss me from camp.
So I think the Bible forbids tattoo. Not making marks on your body. The body is God's temple, and so it shouldn't be defiled.
I don't like it because even on my body, there are some spots I have, and I'm even praying day and night that God should clean it from my body. I don't see any reason I should go and inscribe some stuff I don't even know the meaning, or I don't know anything about on my body.
What's your opinion on tattoo? Do you like or dislike it? We also had a chat with some people who have tattoo marks on them. You will hear their voices much later in the program. Please do stay with us.
Okay, we're talking about tattoos now on the program Lifestyle Africa Radio CRVC. And in case you really want to join the discussion, you can always send a text message to 0803 6755958. Again, 0803 6755958. You don't need to call, you only need to send a text message. Okay, now all of these, we're looking at the risk involved. Can we go into that?
Okay, the process which is done without the use of anesthetics, the anesthetics are the kind of specialists that try to use different techniques to reduce the pain you go through when you undergo surgery or you undergo some kind of incision. But in the artist shop, when it comes to tattooing, there are no anesthetics involved. So you feel the pain as the machine makes the incision. So it causes a small amount of bleeding and slightly, potentially significant pain. So people feel pain when they do tattooing or they do brow paintings. Looking at the risk now, we can say some of these paintings depends on your nature of skin. You can have allergic reactions that may come up.
Sorry, the allergy here, does it present itself?
Yeah, of course. Immediately the tattoo is done, you start seeing the body rejecting it because the dyes that are used are expected to be, let me say, digest. They're supposed to be broken down so that it can blend with the skin. But when they start reacting, it's just like when you change your cream and
you see some reactions.
You see some reactions as if there are bonds and all that. So these are some of the things that you have to consider when you're doing tattoos. Then there are also skin infections. Skin infection is possible during tattooing, especially when they use needle that's been used by someone else and has stains or blood and all that. So, and at the end of the day, probably the needle or the tool used are not disposable, and they are now reused on someone else. There's a possible chance of the person having some kind of problems. In fact, even blood-borne diseases. So, when the particular needle has a virus and or it's not done under a very clean, hygienic condition, the person can have skin infection as well. So, and sometimes there could be MRI complications. There's an equipment called magnetic resonance imaging. The magnetic resonance imaging uses a kind of magnetic interference to get images out of people. the person in future may have health-related problems, and the doctor may recommend the person to do an MRI. Studies have shown that people who wear tattoos have this a way the images interfere.
Okay, they are
they're embedded
differently.
They are interpreted differently, which alters the integrity of diagnosis of the person. So, and sometimes you could have tattoo, somebody wearing tattoo, and after a while, the part of the body can get swollen up. And sometimes when we grow older with age, then we can start seeing some kind of funny reactions around where the tattoos are located. And one thing people shouldn't forget is that to remove tattoo is as well painful.
No, I was coming to that. If some of these things could be removed with time.
So those are some of the main risks, of taking tattoo. So if you're out there and you want to take tattoo, then there are certain things you need to consider. Maybe along we can look into it.
Yeah, basically, I don't know because from your explanation now, this tattoo thing, they have a lot of risk involved there, and the big question is why would people want to bother themselves? Well, for social class, like you mentioned earlier on.
Tattoo making is not it's not a big deal. But, I did mine wasn't painful. We have two types of tattoo. The painful one, that you do it in your DNA. But the other one is just normal tattoo, which I did. Just drawing with, I don't know the equipment, but they just use an equipment to draw the stuff, but it's not painful, it's just normal. Admire artists who does this, so I just did mine also, my name, just nothing much, just my name.
It's always painful, but I drew mine. I was on alcohol, so I really did not feel the pain that much. But some of my friends that have drawn tattoo, so many of them woke up in the morning, still was swollen. They could not stay. They had to take drugs to relieve the pain. But mine was very easy because I was on alcohol, so I didn't really feel the pain. And then also, the good thing about a tattoo is not really good. People say it's not good. I also met so many persons that said it's not good. It's not really good because in terms of employment, if you get finished school, you're going for employment, people will not want to employ you with that kind of tattoo. There are some professions that they don't need such things in your body. Okay, if given the opportunity, says, let me just be very, very truthful. Given the opportunity, I will not want to do it again. It's actually possible for me to raise it, but I have to pay huge sum of amount. Like, let me say, I can spend like roughly 50K before I can raise it. And it takes time. It's not something you just do in a day. There are different types. There are some that use needle, some that use machine, like screw, pen, tattoo pen. Where the needle one is very, very painful. They have to make use of your blood.
You hear that? Tattooing has a price.
Let's take some precautionary measures, assuming you opt to keeping on making tattoos.
Okay, the first thing that the first precaution, safety precaution for tattooing is to ensure that you choose a reputable tattooing studio that employs only properly trained employees. They are well trained and they know what they are doing. Sometimes you see people doing tattoo and the artist is not even wearing gloves.
The tendency of transferring disease,
yes, and infection. So because this is actually going into, and what you should understand that even the outermost part of your skin has capillary blood supplies. So you have blood supplies and any small absorption, going on there. So you have to ensure that they are well trained and they wear gloves as well. The second thing is to ensure that they use the right equipment for you. And it is also important for people to remove their bandages, because when you do tattoos, you have to wear bandages. It is very important that people should remove it within 24 hours.
Okay, when it's created, the bandages.
Yeah, the bandage. Because it's going to have some little kind of wounds and all that, so you need to bandage it for some time. Then you have to avoid swimming or exposure to water when you've done the tattoo. You need to. So these are some of the things that you need to really take care of, So future.
All right. Any other advice to those that are willing?
Okay, I would just want to say that it's foreign. It's not part of African culture. It has nothing to do with your social class. Don't let people determine, oh yes, if you don't do this, you don't belong. If you don't have this, you are not up to. You should internally build your self-confidence, not by wearing tattoos. So it's a deception. That's what I can say.
Okay. All right, very well. We'll be looking at the risk associated with tattooing right here in Africa on the program Lifestyle Africa, put together by Asioko Diagnostic and Medical Center, Leso Avenue, Calabar. Well, I did say from the outset that in case you want to join our discussion, you can always send a short message to 0803 6755 958. 0803 6755 958. Ask the questions you want to ask about all the subjects being treated in this program. I'd like to thank the resource person, a lifestyle expert, Mr. Sunday Clement, for coming on the program today.
It's my pleasure to be here. Thank you.
All right. On behalf of the program producer, Stella Efio, my name is Erim Ega, always saying, caveat emptor, buyer beware. Be sure of what you're going for at all times.